So I find inspiration from, I guess, everywhere, from the people I meet, the experiences I have in my community, seeing a need or wanting to fill a niche that doesn't exist. I find my inspiration in new runners that I meet now that come to participate in our run club, or people that come over to the RUNFELLOW tent when I'm at a race and I'm selling our gear, and they tell me a story about how running changed them and how a shirt that says "I like your pace" is making a difference in their life. I think that's my biggest motivator, is the people and the community. I'm Jillian D'Amato, and I'm the founder of RUNFELLOW. I've always been a very fair weather runner. Every winter, I take the season off, and every spring, I struggle to get back in shape again. And many years ago, maybe 5 or 6 at this point, I was trying to get back in shape after a long, cold winter, and I was doing a short run, and I was running over the Longfellow Bridge, which is an iconic bridge in Boston where a lot of runners cross the river and pass each other, and I really wanted to walk. I was exhausted, and I had probably only run a mile, but nonetheless, I wanted to walk, and I passed another runner who looked at me and smiled, and just that sense of acknowledgement pushed me to keep going. And I thought that there must be some way to make that sense of acknowledgement and make it more tangible. The idea was something that I sat on for a really long time. I was nervous to do anything with it because I wanted it to be perfect. So I had a sketchbook, I had a couple of ideas in it, and I bought the domain name runfellow.com. But other than that, I kind of just sat on the idea. I knew I had something there, but I wanted to, like I said, I wanted everything to be in line, everything to be perfect. I wanted the t-shirts to be made, I wanted the website to be built, and that was the reason that I hadn't started it. It was holding me back. In August of 2013, I wrote a big long email to all my friends and family, and I introduced the idea. I told everybody that I would order them a shirt if they'd wear it and be my billboard, and that's what I did. I ordered 50 shirts. I sent them out to my friends and family with notes saying, tell people you like their pace, go motivate your fellow runner, and the feedback was positive. And now we have lots of shirts on lots of bodies all over New England. So most of the work happens when I get home from my office, my day job, and also on the weekends, whether it's responding to emails or filling orders. I have a lot of inventory, which I keep in my apartment, so I have to stay on top of the inventory because we do online sales. So I have to make sure that if somebody orders a piece that I'm going to have it, I'm going to be able to package it up. I usually like to write a little note letting people know that I'm happy that they're joining our group, that I'm excited about their purchase and really appreciate their support and enthusiasm for us. So I always try to make time to put a note in. And then all the rest of the stuff, like ordering new shirts or signing up for races where we have groups. So RUNFELLOW has teams at a lot of the local races, so I have to organize the teams and get people together, signed up, or calling race directors and trying to convince them to allow us to come sell our gear, and even negotiating a price since we're a grassroots company. We don't have any outside funding. So, being a vendor at 50 races a summer can get expensive unless you can negotiate. So I've had a lot of support with the local race directors as well, and them wanting to help us grow as much as we want to help advertise their race. Spring and summer are our biggest, busiest seasons because I live in New England. And because of that, every weekend becomes a opportunity for a sales event. So in order to spread the word about our brand, aside from social media and our website, being in person and meeting with the community is the biggest way to do that. So I take about 3 weekends a month, every month for the spring, summer, and fall, and go to local races within probably a 2-hour radius of Boston and New England and set up shop We bring all of our gear, our tank tops, our t-shirts, everything, and we go and we try to sell them to local runners and also spread the word about our run club. So I started RUNFELLOW Run Club because people asked me to. If you would have asked me a couple years ago if I would be starting a run club or organizing a run club or even participating in a run club, I would have thought you were crazy. But as I was going to local races and running events and meeting people from the community, they kept asking me about a run club component to our running gear community as we were advertising ourselves. Because some of our gear, like the shirt I'm wearing, says RUNFELLOW Gear and Community. And the way that I felt that we were building community was through the clothing. So you wear the shirt, you pass another runner, you have this interaction, and then naturally it's creating its own community. But the component that I never thought about, which was the run club, is the thing that people kept responding to. And in hindsight, it's the easiest way to build community is to have a group, especially free like ours, that is available for people of all abilities and paces. So every Tuesday night we meet up a different location throughout Somerville or Cambridge, and we run between 3 and 5 miles. And many people come that say, I haven't done this in years, or I've never done this before, or I'm training up to a 5K, and that's okay with us. I mean, our mantra is that we like your pace, no matter what it is. So we have people in the front that are our leaders, and we have people in the back that are cabooses, and everybody else fills in the middle. Our run club, although there are so many out there, ours is a little different because when we say all abilities welcome, we really mean it. And we've had feedback from runners that have come participate with us that they've been to other clubs, and other clubs say that they're all abilities welcome, but they didn't feel that way. So it's nice to hear from the people that are coming every week that what we say is really how they feel. Every week it varies a little bit with the run club in size. It also depends on the weather. It depends on whether the Red Sox are playing or what's happening that Tuesday night. But we're now just kicked off our second year of run club, and we are consistently getting between 60 and 70 people every Tuesday for a free run club, which proves to be a little challenging when we go out and get drinks after at a local bar. We used to be able to just kind of pop into a bar and say, hello, we're here, we're Run Club, and they would serve us. But now I have to call them ahead and give them a little bit of notice because 75 people on a Tuesday night is not what most people are expecting. So recently, RUNFELLOW Run Club celebrated their 1-year anniversary, which was super exciting because we had 110 people come out to celebrate. We did a 3-mile run along the river, and a little twist that I threw in there was to have 100 balloons ordered, and every single runner got a balloon. And so we had all these people running around the Charles River in Boston with balloons tied to their ponytails or to their wrists. So that was great, and it really just showed that, we are runners, but we don't take ourselves too seriously, and we were out there to have a good time, get some exercise, but also to meet new people. So it was a blast. One of my favorite things about Run Club, besides going out for beers after and socializing with all the new and old members, is that every single runner, no matter if you're first or last, gets cheered in by the whole group, and everybody gets a high five. So it's really awesome because the leaders line up when they get back. We have people on both sides, and we make this high five tunnel. And some people are a little freaked out by it on their first week, but some people really embrace it, and they just run right through with their high fives. And it really is a great way of finishing a long run, especially on a super hot day. But it's a big part of who we are, and it ties back to our mantra of motivating your fellow runner. So everybody gets high fives, and everybody gets told that we like their pace, no matter what it is. I define success by seeing people in our gear, by seeing people showing up every Tuesday. Because I could make a run club and have nobody show up, but the fact that there's people there every week is a success to me. And I have friends that see runners around town, they'll send me text messages, I just saw a RUNFELLOW on the tee, I just saw a RUNFELLOW on the bike path jogging. And to me, that's the most exciting news I could get, because that means that I'm not the only one who believes in it, that there's other people that are out there doing it without me prompting them. So that's success for me. I hope that RUNFELLOW can continue to evolve and to grow in the same momentum that it's at right now, and I hope that I can keep up with it. The hardest part for me right now is balancing everything, the work-work balance, the work-life balance, but it's worth it. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of stress. It's an emotional roller coaster where you sometimes ask yourself, why am I doing this? And then you meet people that say, thank you for doing this, and it validates it for you. How does it feel to have impacted so many runners' lives? It's incredible. I would have never thought in a million years that being a casual recreational runner, that I would be the person changing people's lives with running. Running was just a thing I did to keep in shape and to get outside. And the fact that people see me as a leader and as a voice for the community and as a runner, it's incredible. So I feel really blessed to have influenced so many people's lives and getting people off the couch too. I mean, like I said before, I need them as much as they need me.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.